Hi guys, I'm Mike Dawson and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're at my home golf club, Cotswold Hills, in James Latham's teaching studio, so a massive thanks to him for letting me do some filming in here. Today we're going to talk about how gravity can affect your golf swing. Gravity is a constant force, whereas muscular tension is not. So we want to talk about how you can use gravity better to do things like hit the ball further, and how it could also actually affect your short game. This is something professionals do very well to help with their timing in the golf swing and also their short game. Okay guys, so I want to talk a little bit about how gravity can actually play quite an important part in your golf swing. Now, this is going to be in two parts. So the first thing we're going to talk about is relating to your full swing. Second thing we're going to talk about is relating to chipping and pitching. So the first thing in the full swing I want to talk about is largely from the top of your backswing, not rushing the club down and not pulling the club down or turning too hard and fast with your body, because if I get to the top of my backswing and all of a sudden I rush down with my upper body and lower body, then all of a sudden the club is far outside my hands and I'm not going to be able to get as good a strike, but I'm also not going to be able to hit a draw, which obviously most people would like to hit a draw. So this is a very important thing relating to the timing in your golf swing, to keeping consistent, and something that people like Ernie Els and certainly Tiger Woods do very, very, very well in their golf swing, because this is all about keeping that timing really constant. So from address, instead of getting to the top of the backswing, it's a slow, gradual acceleration of power. So you can actually, as you wind up in your golf swing, you should be creating torque and sort of built up stored energy just by turning and really using the flexibility of your muscles to create power. So there's a lot of amateur golfers that when they swing in golf, their legs are very loose, their feet don't stay stable on the ground, and they're not actually using a very solid base in order to turn against that, so that from the top of the backswing, if I just turn to the top of the backswing, I can feel sort of tension in my muscles, which already want me to deliver the club back down towards the ball. Now, obviously this is a great thing, but we don't want to just get to the top of the backswing and then just hit it as hard as we can. We want that slow, gradual acceleration of power that allows our body to work to hit the golf ball together and create very consistent timing and a great strike on the golf ball. So this is something that will also help if you struggle to hit a draw, if you struggle to get that club path going in to out. This can help a lot with that as well. So it's getting to the top of the backswing, and it's feeling like the hands and arms just want to drop in a little bit before I make any sort of other movement. Getting from the top of the backswing, the hands and arms are just going to work down in here, and then as I start slowly turning and creating more power into the golf swing. So let's see if I can just put one into practice. I'm going to do this very slowly. This isn't sort of 100% speed kind of drill or anything. This is more to do with timing, consistency, using your body all together to create that consistent strike. And this is especially important if you're ever under pressure, if you're ever having a great round in a competition, but all of a sudden coming down the last few holes, you know, you might feel a bit of adrenaline, you might want to win the competition, it might be quite a big competition like a club championship or something. And that's when, you know, you could all of a sudden hit your 9-iron 160 yards instead of 150 and fly the back of the green or hit it into water and everything. So let's try this. It's going to be very slow, very smooth. Trying to keep good timing, use my body all together. So I don't know if you heard that, but that was a very good strike. Probably only about 70% speed, maybe even 60. But that ball probably will only go about 5 to 10 yards shorter than my normal 9-iron. And that's just because I was using my body in the right way and got the most consistent strike possible. You don't always have to be swinging 100% of your speed and energy at the ball. Okay, now let's talk about how this could be applied into your short game, your chipping and pitching. Now, if you ever watch the professionals chip and pitch, there's no great, huge acceleration when they're just hitting your standard sort of chip and pitch. They let the length of the backswing dictate how far the ball is going to go. And this is a very good exercise. If you ever get the yips whilst chipping, if you really struggle with getting that crisp, clean strike to do it, this is really going to help you. All you want to do, hitting a chip or a pitch shot, get to the top of the backswing, however long you decide it's going to be, and then all you're just going to do is just let the club drop of its own accord. Just have a little pause, let the club just drop, and let the club just fall back into the ball. Let's actually see if I can hit one. So a very crisp, clean strike there. See if I can do another, slightly longer swing this time. And I'm just letting the length of that swing dictate how far the ball is going to go. So this is very, very good for controlling distance with shorter wedges and everything like that. Just so smooth, so easy. Probably doesn't look like I'm having that big a pause at the top of my backswing. Just keeping the length of that backswing and the length of that follow through very, very consistent to constantly deliver the club at the right speed, because gravity is a constant force, whereas muscular tension is not. So if I'm under pressure or if I'm very relaxed, that could greatly influence how far a shot if I hit. If I'm, under a lot of pressure, have a very short backswing, and then a huge amount of acceleration into the ball, that's not going to be consistent in what I'm trying to deliver. Whereas if I can keep that smooth, keep that really clean, consistent, stay relaxed, it's going to be hugely more consistent. Okay guys, so I really hope this video has been very informative for you. It's certainly something that's not talked about a huge amount in modern day golf, but is very important to understanding the basics of how this could be applied to your swing and also your short game. Remember to subscribe to my channel guys, hit that bell icon to be notified of all my future content, and have a great day.